Available to be fished in August, September. August and September is when the blackfish spawn. They school up and swim around the edge, so you don't fish a black machuca out in the middle of the lake, you fish along the edge. 8-0, 6-0, it doesn't matter which one. 6-0 I've got. There's something I haven't done. What haven't I done?
Cemented the...
Exactly.
So you're going to cement.
On the hook.
Dada, how do you make cement?
Oh, you buy it.
Again, a pinch of the same deer hair, about as big as a match. Same deer hair, same little pinch. This time we're going to put it on here exactly the same as we put the body on the brown irresistible, in little rosettes. So start off with about 3 turns and spin it on like so and pull it back to the back. When you've got the first one in, then you can start to build your rosettes up. Start on the side away from you on the hook, pull it down really tight and then pull it across and lock it on your side. A party of Tasmanians, including Rex Smith, Kerry Innes, Bobby French, I think Max Woods, went over to New Zealand year before last, and when they came home, Kerry Ennis brought his mobile phone round and showed me a photograph of a 10-pound brownie that Rex Smith caught, and then he showed me the photograph of the fly he caught it on, and this was the fly, my clip-bodied grasshopper. About half the body, 4 cuts, trim the edge of the sharp sides off, keep the body right at the back. Piece of foam, cut a strip off about 1/4 inch wide. Do you know what 1/4 inch is, mate?
6 mil. 1/4 inch. 6
mil. 6 mil.
Oh.
It's a bit rough when us old timers still in an imperial world, aren't we? So we've cut off a strip of foam, round about 1/4 inch wide, at one end. Trim the 2 corners off. Didn't do that too good, did I? Now bring the thread right forward to the eye. put the foam in on the farther side of the hook away from yourself. Pinch and loop, tie off. Make sure that the thread is really tight, and as you're winding it on, allow the foam to roll around the hook until it's sitting square on top of the hook shank. Take the thread back to the deer hair body and take a bit of, in this case I like orange.
Just near the base.
I like orange, but this is a dyed red golden pheasant tippet feather. But I like a dyed orange one, or I like the natural orange one. But as soon as this one was sitting here on the table, I used that for legs. Take off about 10 to 15 barbels off either side, it doesn't matter which side. Keep them at exactly the same level so that they end up with the marked ends all locked together at the same level. Then present them to your body so that that little black mark on the feather is about level at the tie-off, just behind the tie-off point. And tie them in so that the ends are parallel or alongside the deer hair. Select about the same number off the other side of the feather. And again, keeping them all level, tie them in on the opposite side. And these are to indicate the big kicker legs on the hopper. Now select an orange, saddle hackle, round size 14 to 16, doesn't matter which, pretty small. Don't take these little size 18 ones, come down here and take about a size around a 14 or something like that. And I've taken quite a number, and if you put them in your box they won't go to waste. Now I've got my hands in the wrong place again. What I'm doing here is I'm pulling the barbels out off the side of the, well, I hope I am. I've made the barbel stand out nicely, can you see that? Okay, now we'll just trim the end up here to give you a tie-in point. Tie it in, shiny side, no, curved side up, shiny side down. And tie it right back to the front of the deer hair body. Now take a really dark brown. A really dark brown saddle again, around the same size, somewhere around 14. And tie that in again shiny side, curved side up, shiny side down, back to the. Now what we have here, all we have to do to complete this fly is put a thorax in it and wind the hackles and tie the wing in. You're going to put a thorax in a really dark brown deer hair. Same way, little pinches and rosette type tie. When you trim it off, cut it off at the same length as the body and make sure you don't cut your hopper legs off. It'll take 4 rosettes to fill in the thorax, 2 on each side. I'm not going to put that deer hair in the hole. Okay, I've got a pretty rough thorax built here. I'll just trim it up about, make it look a bit more presentable. Now, thread should be about halfway up the thorax. Take the orange feather and do 2 turns till you get to the thread and tie it off like so. Leave the thread where it is. Take the brown feather, do 2 fast turns through the orange feather and then continue on till you get up to the foam. Then go back through till you get to where the thread was.
It's going to float all day.
And tie it off. Then bring the foam back. And do a whip finish in the middle of the foam. But don't close it off. Take the thread forward, down under the eye, and then close it off. And you've segmented the head into 2 separate sections. Can you see that? Then you bring forward the foam, the thread forward again, under it down over the inside of the, on the tire side of the eye, and whip finish. And always do 2 5 whip finishes and 1 3 whip finish. Now it's a bloody, sorry, it's escaped me, I'll do another 3. Move your thread, trim up this head a little bit, then just strip it. And there, gentlemen, is a clip-bodied grasshopper fly.